Coverage you can count on. Channel 3 Eyewitness News at noon.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover in for Latrice Curry. We're following developing news at this hour. Traffic was delayed on Cherokee Boulevard due to a crash just before the tunnel on the North Shore side next to Nicky's Drive-In. This happened around 20 after 11 this morning. The scene is now clear. That's a live look at Cherokee Boulevard there. But this is what the area looked like moments after the crash. A man driving a van tells us he had to swerve out of the way to avoid one of the cars that remains in the middle of the road there. He hit a brick wall and took out a light pole. The brick wall also damaged a parked car there. That's a look at the brick structure that he hit. This is a developing story. We'll get you updated as we get more details. This afternoon, some people are cleaning up debris after last night's storms. Some neighborhoods in East Brainerd, Collegedale, and Dade County saw downed trees and power lines. Meteorologist Brittany Beggs joins us now with details on what to expect today. A little calmer now, huh, Brittany?
Well, that's right. Yeah, the storms have moved out and the colder air certainly has arrived. We're getting more photos. This was taken from photojournalist James with Channel 3 about an hour ago. He sent this to me. This is over Ellis Road. There's a decent tree that looks to be uprooted. This is across Marion County, and there was some decent wind gust over Marion County last night too. As we kind of put this in motion, I've been able to put our storm reports up 2 miles north of Jasper. There was some wind damage, and I can put the base velocity up. This is the radar from the Huntsville office, and this shows the lowest level of winds, and this shows upwards to 68 mile-per-hour wind gusts just west of Jasper. So we get this data here for about 48 hours. After 48 hours, we lose this data, but I want to show you this was last night at 8 p.m. So there still might be other areas across Marion County that do have still some debris on the roads. There's 2 river flood warnings to get to also. Lookout Creek near New England, that has risen to a minor flood stage. The Cahulla Creek near Keith's Mill, that is also at a minor flood stage now, and that's until further notice. What we do know is that the flood stage is going to continue, I think, through tomorrow morning at New England. So Snell's Road could also get a little bit of flooding this afternoon. So some roads, I think, near the Trenton area could be closed later today. So a minor flood stage is expected all the way through tonight. Keep that in mind. But here's that 24-hour temperature change. We're 20 degrees colder now from Chattanooga, 30 degrees colder across Altamont, and of course that cold front has already swept through. It's 44 in the scenic city, freezing already in Altamont, but good news, the pavement, it is drying out. So no issues as far as slick conditions are expected tonight or tomorrow morning. But the clouds are going to be eroding later today. I will have the Vipercast coming up in about 15 minutes. Greg, back to you.
Brittany, thanks so much. Last night's storms brought down trees and power lines, as you saw throughout the viewing area. Channel 3's Grace McKenna has been tracking the damage since this morning. Grace, tell us what you saw.
Well, we went out, Greg, this morning in Thunder, our new weather vehicle, to try and get a look at some of that damage. We saw lots of debris, lots of downed power lines in several different areas throughout our viewing area. Tree limbs and leaves in the road, lots of crews out getting those power lines back up. In Dade County, 2 large pine trees took out power in a neighborhood for a few hours. We got a call from a homeowner there and checked things out. Ed Brandon tells me the storm really started roaring around 10, and that's when the power went out. Luckily, Georgia Power came out and quickly got all of that back up.
Georgia Power was out here in no time at all and started surveying the situation, and by 3 o'clock, 3:30, they had already had power back up on and had the tree cut.
Out some reports of damage in East Brainerd and Collegedale. I'll have a full wrap up of last night's storms on Channel 4. For now, though, live in the studio, Grace McKenna, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Grace, thanks so much. And remember, you can always track weather in your area by downloading the WRCB weather app. The countdown